So for the next type, no, of distributing dividends is through property dividend. Okay. So unsa man ni? Well, ang property dividends is dili na sa cash, di ba? Ang ginahatag na to, ang gina-distribute is dili through cash but through property. So in this case, actually na siya duha ka accounting issue for property dividends. So ang pinakauna is the measurement of the property dividends payable. And the second one is the measurement of the non-cash asset to be distributed as property dividends. So, natay dividends payable, no, ang issue, accounting issue, dividends payable nga to ang i-measure kung pila ang dividends payable, and pila ang property asset, ang non-cash asset to be distributed as property dividend. Or property asset, property asset. So if ang pagkuha sa dividends payable is always at fair value of non-cash asset. Okay, non-cash asset to be distributed, kailangan fair value siya, dili siya sa wala magikailain basihan. Always the fair value of non-cash asset. Kung pila ang fair value of non-cash asset, mo ang dividends payable. Initial recognition, okay? Ang property asset, dani na, no? Unsa na to pagkuha sa value sa property asset? Always lower, okay? Lower of its carrying amount, and the fair value less cost to distribute. Fair value less cost to distribute. Again, if magbago ang value ni property asset subsequently, no, at the end of the reporting period, or kanang magbago siya and then magvaluation ta, ato tanang pila ang value sa property asset, and then ang difference or ang katong value nagtaas or siya nagubos is ato siyang i-adjust. Okay. So man to ang buhaton. Actually later ato na kunon. Ato na natay problem solving ko. Like for kibali, ang si fair value karon ni asset is 1 million, and then subsequently ang fair value sa asset is nahimo siya 900,000. So therefore kailangan to siya i-adjust. Kibali maapektuhan man gud ang imuhang dividends payable kung magbago-bago ang value sa asset nga tong i-distribute. Okay. So mo to siya. And then sa date of payment, dani na sa date of payment, because di ba nag-adjust naman ta sa kung pila na gyud ang value sa asset. Therefore, kung mag-payment na ta sa date of payment, and then ang difference, no, sa current or sa carrying amount sa asset, and then sa kung pila ang fair value or pila ato ang di-distribute, then ato siya i-record or sa profit or loss, no, na siya gain or loss. So para inyo masabtan, natay problem solving. Natay problem solving. Okay. The carrying amount of the investment is 1 million. So, muning carrying amount, take note. And then, on December 1, 2020, entity declared these shares as property dividend. So, declared niya siya as property dividend to be distributed on January 31, 2021. So, kanusa siya gi-declare as dividend December 1, 2020, and then date of payment is January 31, 2021. So, the investment had the following fair value less cost to distribute. So, mo ni siya nga mga value. Okay. To recognize, no, the dividends payable on the date of declaration. Now, this is the date of declaration. Date of declaration. Nasa ang date of declaration? December 1, 2020. Okay. Unsaon man to ni? Again, no? we record dividends payable at the fair value of the non-cash asset. Which is, pilang fair value? Ang fair value at December 1, 2020 is 1.5 million. Okay, so we debit retained earnings, and then we credit dividends payable. How much? Fair value of the non-cash asset of December 1, 2020, that is 1.5 million. 1.5 million. Okay, now, December 31, 2020, at the end of the reporting period. Again, kung ato siyang kuanon, always ta mag-adjust. Ang pagbago sa value sa non-cash asset, we always adjust. So, kailangan to siya baguon. So, in this case, nagtaas ang value, di ba? Since from 1.5 million, nahimo siya 1.8 million. And then, ang difference, we need to adjust. So, therefore, ang pag-increase, no? Again, kung mag-increase ang non-cash asset, is maapektuhan po ang dividends payable. So, therefore, on December 31, 2020, so since nag-adjust, no, nabago na, nadungaga na sa 300,000 because 1.8 million minus 1.5 million is 300,000. So, ang nadugang is 300,000. So, we need to debit retained earnings. And then, we need to credit dividends payable. Okay, bali na dungagan ang ato ang dividends payable sa 300,000. Okay. So, now, ingani pod, isa sa tukan nga kailangan ta mag-record sa impairment loss. So, when ta mag-record sa impairment loss? So, we record impairment loss if gani, no? If we record impairment loss, para mas atas mo kan, impairment loss if at the end of the reporting period, let's say December 31, 2020, if at the end of the reporting period, fair value less cost to distribute is lower than the carrying amount. So, if mas gamay ni si fair value less cost to distribute than its carrying amount, then we need to record impairment loss. But in this case, no, mas taas si fair value less cost to distribute kay kang carrying amount. Kaya naman, pila man day? Well, December 31, 1.8 million, di ba? 1.8 million si fair value less cost to distribute. So, which is higher than the carrying amount of 1 million. So, we don't need to record impairment loss. Mao na sa inyo kailangan po isa sa inyohang madumduman. So, unsa na may tabuan ni karon? No, dinhi sa January 31, 2021, which is no nag-increase na pod. As you can see, nag-increase na pod ang value sa property, which is 1.9 million. So, again, we need to adjust. So, in this case, January 31, 2021, retained earnings. Debit, we retained earnings, and then we need to credit dividends payable. How much? Okay, pila to? 1 million, nahimo siya, 1.8 million, nahimo siya 1.9 million, so na 100,000 nga dugang. So, 100,000. Nag-increase siya. So, what if nag-decrease? Ato na po ni balihon. No? So, dividends payable, ato ang i-debit in si retained earnings, ato ang siyang i-credit. If nagamay ang value. Like, na siya 1.7, di ba? Na siya 1.7 million. So, we need to debit dividends payable, 100,000. Then, credit retained earnings, 100,000. Yan siya. Bali-bali ra gyud. And then, so this is the settlement, no? The last settlement. The January 31 is also the settlement of dividends payable. So, how do we kung saan man nato siya? So, of course, wala ko na nato, di ba? Okay, January 31 same na. Wala ko na to si dividends payable. So, pila naman si dividends payable? Well, again, mana di ba? 1.9 million. Ganang 1.9 million because from 1.5 nitaas ang value na imog 1.8, so therefore naapektuhan ang dividends payable na imog 1.8 million, and then therefore nataas na po ang value sa non-cash asset na himo siya 1.9 million, nadungagan sa 100,000 atong dividends payable. So ang atong dividends payable nga na dani at this date is 1.9 million. So therefore 1.9 million is mawala na pod. Diba? And then investment, since nawala na si investment, no? Nawala na si investment. So ato siyang i-credit. Pila man yung value? Always the carrying amount. Okay. Pilang carrying amount? 1 million. And then how much is the gain? Well, the gain is pila man? 9 million. Of course. 9 million ang gain. So, mura to siya, no? Because at the end, sa settlement na we record profit or loss. That's why we have gain. So, dani, no? Dili siya pwede. Because it is yet, hindi pa siya unrealized. But, wala pa siya yun, no? Wala pa yung actual nga settlement. Kaya pwede pa bago-bago ang value. So, di na to siya i-record as gain. Dini na na to siya i-record as gain or loss sa settlement na yun. Actual settlement. So, next na itong problem solving. Okay, nara. See, number 2. On November 1, 2020, entity declared a property dividend of equipment. Okay, equipment siya ang gigamit. Payable on March 1, 2021. Payable, okay. Declaration, date of declaration, November 1, no, dumdumin ninyo. November 1, date of declaration. And then, settlement is March 1, 2021. 2021. And then, the carrying amount of the equipment is 3 million. Okay, carrying amount, dumdumin nyo, carrying amount. And the fair value is 2.5 on November 1, 2020. However, the fair value less cost to distribute the equipment is 2.2 on December 31, 2020. Name mo siya 2.2 million on December 31. And then, 2 million on March 1, 2021. Okay, date of declaration. Initial recognition. Unsa na siya permente? No? Date of declaration, November 1. Unsa ang ganyan siya? Of course, at fair value. No? Ang ato ang pag-record sa dividends payable is at fair value of the non-cash asset that will be distributed as dividends. So, we record debit we debit retained earnings. Ato nang ikaw na para madali. Retained earnings and then dividends payable. Dividends payable. And how much? Of course, it is 2.5, di ba? Because this is the fair value of the non-cash asset on November 1, 2020. So, we need to debit 2.5 million and then 2.5 million. Okay. Now, tanaw na to. December 31, at the end of the reporting period, muna niyo gingon. If si fair value less cost to distribute is lower than the carrying amount, then we need to record impairment loss. Okay, we need to record impairment loss. Diri na po mapiktuhan ang total value or the carrying amount of the asset itself. So at December 31, 2020, December 31, 2020, we need to record impairment loss since 2.2 million is lower than 3 million. No? 2.2 million nga fair value less cost to distribute is lower than 3 million nga carrying amount sa equipment. So, we need to record impairment loss. Okay. So, ingana na siya ang pagkuha. But, of course, since gamay man po ang fair value from 2.5 to 2.2, so also we need to record, no, pag-ubos, we need to adjust also ang kung pila na ang dividends payable gyud, which is kato lagi nahimo siya 2.2 million. So duha kibali ang mahimo nga record ani, no, duha ka journal entry ang mahitabo since we need to adjust, no, we need to adjust pila ba 2.5 million nahimo 2.2 million. So nag-ubos ang dividends payable, so we need to debit dividends payable. And then, we need to credit retained earnings. Pila man? 2.5 minus 2.2, that's 300,000. And then, 300,000. So, at the end of the reporting period, mas ubos ang mas gamay ang fair value less cost to distribute is a carrying amount. So, we need to record impairment loss. So, therefore, we need to debit impairment loss. And then, we need to credit the equipment. Okay? Because equipment, di ba? Oh, equipment siya. Equipment. So, therefore, no, nagamay na gyud. Na-minusan ang carrying amount sa equipment. So, pila man ang difference na nila, it's 800,000. Di ba? 800,000. Because 2.2 minus 3 million is 800,000. Okay, so mo to siya. So, next is the settlement. But of course, again, we need to recognize the decrease of the dividends payable. Because of course, again, kailangan na siya always i-adjust. So, at March 1, ang butang? March 1, 2021, pila na? Nahimo siya 2 million. So, from 2.2 million, nahimo siya 2 million. So, again, we need to adjust. So, dividends payable. So, nga naman, ganong adjust, no? Lahi siya ganiya sa investment. Because ato sa investment ganiha is, that was intangible. And nakadepende siya sa market. And kasagara, siguro, no? Paspas or taas ang fluctuation. Kibali, I mean, like, dili siya losing. I mean, dili siya kuan, di ba? Gaining siya, gaining. So, mas pataas. Since this is equipment, so, no, mas paubos. Siguro. Through time, no, gaubos ang value. Sana all. So, dividends payable and then retained earnings. So, from 2.2, naimog 202 million. So, we need to record 200,000 loss. So, kibali, ang kuan na lang, no? Ang balance na lang sa mga dividends payable, pwede mo naman yung usa-usa. So, from 2.5, na-mention sa 300,000, nahimo siya 2.2 million. Then, na-minusan na po sa 200,000. That's why nahimo na siya 2 million. So, yung dividends, total dividends payable is 2 million na lang. So, at the end of the settlement, or the settlement itself is, of course, mawala na sa dividends payable. Ilang dividends payable? 2 million. And then, okay, mawala na po sa equipment. So, pila ang carrying amount ng equipment? 3 million ba? Dili na. Because, na impairment loss nga 800,000. So, nahimo na lang siya 2.2 million. Because 3 million minus 800,000, that's 2.2 million. So, that's 2.2 million. So, nawala na si equipment. So, agoy, nagsubra man. Unsa man ni siya. Diba? Sobra siya. So, in this case, gaining ba ta or losing? Of course, losing. Kay ang equipment, mas dako ang value ni equipment kaysa ni payable. So, ang giwala na to si equipment, di ba? Oh, linawat dividends payable. So, therefore, natay loss. So, natay loss on distribution of property dividend. So, pilang loss? That's 2 million. Ay, 200,000, sorry. So, ano siya? No? If baliktad, if this is lower, then this is higher, then we have gain. Pero since nga naman, nga kuan mas dako si equipment, ang value ng equipment kaysa dividends payable, then we need to record loss. So, that's it.